Hey love bugs, welcome to your love picker pile reading. How is everybody? Hopefully doing well. If you're new, hi, my name is Andrea. I hope you find something within this reading today that really does resonate and you choose to stick around for the journey. I'm so unbelievably grateful for that beautiful energy my existing viewers and subscribers bring to this channel. Thank you for your support. Everything you guys need to know about this reading and my reading style, it's all in the description box below, as well as my contact details for whomever would like to reach out for a personal reading. I would absolutely love to do one for you. So, this is not a time-specific reading and it can apply to any sign. If you're drawn to it for whatever reason, there's potentially a message in one of these piles for you. And we've got faith, love, and trust. So I will put a thumbnail in between each pile to make it easier for you guys to navigate to your selected pile, let's say. But if someone could also timestamp, that would be really, really helpful. And I thank you in advance. So let's jump into it. The pile we have is faith, and I will just pop these ones to the side. Yeah. Let's see. Now I've already shuffled, cleansed, and meditated on the energy, and you know when I was meditating on the energy for this particular one being faith, I felt like there is a choice that needs to be made, and whatever choice you're going to make is going to require a lot of faith, even though there may not be a lot of logic to back that faith up. It almost feels like you're going out on a limb here, just letting your intuition or your gut guide you, and not trying to overthink the situation out of fear of self-sabotage. Okay, so that's the kind of energy I was getting as I was channeling for this particular pile. And the first card we've got here is flow. Peace is finally yours and you are free to be yourself. So I'll hold that card up for you. And you know, when I look at this card, I can't help but look at the ocean. She's on a swing and underneath her is the ocean, and it's extremely calm. There is a peaceful energy surrounding this. The flow, I'm thinking about rhythm and releasing any energy resistance or any type of, I guess, inner battles that might be related to this particular situation. Maybe you've been fighting, exploring a particular emotion. Maybe you've been fighting, making a decision that feels right but doesn't seem to be a decision you would normally make. So there's this energy where you're finally letting go, you're giving into faith and belief in your inner self to allow these things to unfold naturally. The other thing that's really standing out to me, guys, is the letter F. Flow, faith, finally, free. You know, I don't know why, but maybe does this person's name start with an F? Is this a month, February? The letter F really stands out. So if that does resonate with one of you that are listening today, please do comment below. I'd love to hear about it. So let's have a look. What's this got to do with? Yeah, I feel that something is definitely coming to an end. You've made a decision. You've been battling this decision for quite some time. I feel that you don't, to be honest with you, maybe you're in the middle of ending a relationship or a situationship if you're not in a committed relationship with this person. There is this end of definitely an ending that I see, and a transformation. The transformation I'm feeling for you guys is that you've decided to give this and surrender it to spirit, surrender it in general, let it go and let things just fall as they may. Not resisting it anymore. I feel that every social convention, let's say, states that the right thing to do would be to take a particular course of action. However, what your intuition and what your gut feeling is telling you is something completely different. You have learned that fighting with what feels right, to do what is right, as far as those boundaries we put ourselves, you know, as far as social law goes, let's say, and those boundaries we put in place, has not given you the inner peace that you would like. And there is this sense of really gaining some freedom from that. Okay, so let's pull out a card and see, how can we work through this space? How can we work through this? For those of you that are ready to just take that leap of faith, you know, and go with the flow, because you've learned that no matter what you've done, it doesn't seem to put you, surrendering to social convention or a particular way of thinking or doing things hasn't seemed to really be giving you that satisfaction that you want. And Spirit is saying that you know, the key, I guess, to being successful in creating this flow and allowing it to unfold, because I keep seeing the infinity symbol, right? That rhythm that we have, with that middle section being the golden mean, that place of the inner balance, right? So to continue to allow energy to flow through that and revitalize, cleanse, replenish. There is this need to really go within, okay? This person does not want to see. And I guess that up until this point, what you haven't wanted to see is that what you have been brought to believe, a particular way of doing things, is definitely not aligning with your path. It's not aligning with your heart space. It's not aligning with pardon me, it's not aligning with your thought process, with your heart space or your intuition. It's just not aligning. And when I look at this card, this man's got his eyes closed and his third eye is wide open, waiting for that time where there is an aha moment to take action. And Spirit is saying, during this time, as you're making this decision, surrender and trust the process. Close that eye, open yourself up. You've actually already entered that way of thinking. If ever in doubt, as you walk along this path and you feel that you're going to be deterred from it because of external influences, take that time to really listen to what your gut is telling you and allow it to surrender it. Surrender it to Spirit so that it can show you which way the water is flowing. And when we talk about which way the water is flowing, which way our emotions are leading us, this is a time to really tap into emotion, is what I'm getting. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. If that does resonate and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, contact details in the description box below. All right, bye. Hey guys, so for those of you that have selected love, you know, when I was meditating on your energy, I felt that I was in a really good space, ready to move forward with purpose. That's what I'm getting. I feel that some of you are really connecting with a new person or with your person if you're already in a relationship or in a situationship. I feel you guys have entered a new depth, but there is a little bit of uncertainty. There are things that I feel you're wanting to express and you're not quite sure how it's going to be received. So that's the type of energy I'm getting, and it's all about that time of really pushing the boundary or pushing the limit just before you make that transition and take that next step in a relationship. That's the type of energy I'm getting here. And there's that element of, if I choose to make the wrong decision, well, you know what? I may, you know, it's a gamble. That's what it feels like. It's a bit of a gamble. Is it too soon? There is this element of not being able to really listen to your inner self and your intuition, and trust that whatever decision you make is going to lead you, no matter what the outcome, down the path that is in your best interest. So let's have a look. Quiet. Go within. Your divine team have a message for you. Wow, spot on. You know what? I totally feel that. Take the time to really quieten. Yep, Andrea English here. I'm sure you got what I meant though. To really hush that voice in the back of your head and listen to what your divine team are trying to convey to you. I feel that, there is a sense of hesitation and you're a little bit up in the, I guess your energy's a little bit up in the ether at the moment. A lot of daydreaming potentially, a lot of what it could look like. What if I make this decision? This is going to happen. But what if I make that decision? That's going to happen. Reality is nothing's happened because no decision's been made. And so Spirit is saying, in order for you to be, have the confidence within yourself that you've got yourself no matter what the outcome is based on the decision you're about to make. Take the time to go within and listen to what the strongest message is through the way you react internally to those messages that come through. So let's say you take the time to really sit quietly and think about this, and a variety of options when it comes to this approach come to mind. Each approach is going to bring out a new feeling within you. Take note of that feeling, and whichever one feels to put you at more peace is probably the one you're more in control of and you're able to work with if things don't go to plan, right? So that's the type of energy I'm getting. Daydreams and decisions. Yes, absolutely. This is spot on. This is exactly what I'm feeling. So how do we do this, And it's about taking that next step. You really want to build a future with this person. I'm actually feeling love is blossoming here. And there's so much at stake. You feel there's so much at stake and you don't want to miss the opportunity with this person, but you don't know if they're as invested as you are. There may be a variety of issues that could be contributing to this. They may be emotionally unavailable. There may be some, your love language might not be aligning at the moment. There may be some, blocked energy exchange happening here. Or on the other side, they may have some things that they're working through that's causing you to not know where you stand. The message I'm getting here is that all of it is about realizing what the reality of the situation is right now with what you have when you look at this situation, when it comes to settling down with this person and making decisions not based on what the potential could be of that outcome, but based on what you can see unfolding directly with what you have in front of you right now. Okay, so let's get some guidance on that and see, just which is the best approach for this? Which is the best approach for this? How can you best work with this energy? Spread your wings. You have choices. You have a choice. You absolutely do. This is that point in the road, that fork in the road that we talk about, that depending on what decision you make, it's a gamble, it's to you, it's win or lose. The message I'm getting for you here though is that time has come for you to take the next step and not sit on idle when it comes to this situation. And I feel that there are circumstances that have led to this when it comes to this situation with this love interest. The decision that you're about to make, instead of looking at it, the guidance I'm getting, instead of looking at it as a win or lose, how about we look at it as a win situation? Because there's only one decision that needs to be made. And based on where you're currently at and the capacity you have within yourself, that's a decision that you feel is in your best interest. And no matter what the outcome, it's because there is a lesson that needs to be learned here. The only way you can eliminate options is by making the decisions and going through that process of, process of elimination. There's this energy of being really clear really clear and cutting through that daydreaming energy so that you can make decisions that will not cause you to have all this confusion or cause you to be not being able to manifest it into your reality. It's about bringing it all down through that process of elimination and cutting through those options to see where you really stand with what you currently have. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. If this message does resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading and dig a little bit deeper and get a better understanding of your situation, I would love to do a reading for you. My contact details are in the description box. Bye. Hey guys, so pile number 3, you've chosen trust. And when I was channeling and just meditating on this particular pile and whoever I'm connecting with out there, the first thing I noticed is that this particular stone is so much smaller than all my other ones. And I feel that when I looked at that metaphorically, I just thought the trust is being broken. It's getting smaller and smaller by the day. And whether that be trusting yourself and your own judgment or trusting this person of interest. The other thing I'm getting is that, usually when I look at this or when I feel the energy that I was channeling, that trusting, reining in how much you invest and put trust in others doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It just means that you know what people's intentions are and that you don't trust easily is what I'm getting. So maybe this is a lesson that you're currently experiencing when it comes to certain people in your life through your experience with this love interest. Maybe it has to do with friends, family, people that you put a lot of trust in that have shown you as you have invested in this particular relationship what their true colors are and where they stand. Maybe there's I'm feeling an element of jealousy, resentment, unsupportive type of energy when it comes to your, close friends or even family. And so it's really making you question everything at the moment. So, control. You are trying to control something that needs to be released. So here we've got the puppeteer who's holding the strings, trying to control a situation. And is it because there is a lack of trust because of what's happened, I'm feeling that it's the only way that you can keep yourself and protect yourself from grief and pain when it comes to this person. You aren't second guessing yourself. I feel now that you're actually questioning their intentions. And I feel that there's more than one person involved in this. I feel that this has to do with a group of people and you're very, very cautious about putting your trust in them because you don't know if they have the best interest of you and this person at heart. There are external influences that have come in between the two of you, and it feels like another aspect of this control energy that I'm getting is that it feels like there are others that are trying to control the outcome of this for their own benefit. Could be a friend who realizes that you are investing so much time in this love interest and they may potentially be lost of your time. You may not have, be investing enough into them. They might not be getting the gains that they used to. They're somehow at loss. When it comes to family, I feel they're trying to control your decision. Maybe they're not 100% on this particular person that doesn't align with your family values, or even it could not align with your belief system, and then there's you, and you're so unbelievably confused because you're like, this is where my heart is at. I thought that no matter what decision I would make, those that are closest to me would frickin' support me in this. Yet that's not the energy I'm feeling, And with hand on heart, you're trying to release this. You're trying to stand true to yourself. You're trying to stand firm in your confidence and your power. And you're trying to get over this and the anxiety that's surrounding this. There are so many different ways that this can be applied, but that is the strongest message that I'm getting. So whoever this is resonating with, I feel that, this has to do with that sense of not knowing who to put your trust in. And it's a very unsettling feeling. It's causing you a lot of distress. It's even coming between the two of you and this person here. Third party, guys, this is like dramatic. This isn't about a third party as in question of stepping out of a relationship, or if you're in a situationship, question of them dating other people. This is about questioning those that are closest to you, that you thought would be, your squad, your people, your tribe. And I just feel like this guy's got his hand on his heart. And this is massive energy. This is about, closing out cycles. I feel that you're going to go through a massive cleanup. You're going to come out of this on the other end with a very different perception of the people in your life. And it's this love interest here that has triggered this, domino effect. So let's have a look at what the guidance is with this. How can you work through this energy, guys? How can you work through this energy? What's the guidance for this? What is the guidance for this? What's the guidance? What guidance do we have here? Find balance. Again, when I look at this, I see circles. In the traditional tarot deck, this, pardon me, this is the Wheel of Fortune. And it's about, cycles closing out. It's about, hitting the jackpot. It just depends on where you are in your life journey and what karma has been paid out. And I feel that now is the time for you in your current on your path where you are leveling up and you're changing your direction. You're starting to look down a different path, and of course you're going to feel distress at the thought of going forward and releasing yourself from this control that you're finally starting to see others have over you. I feel that what you're putting trust in is in yourself to choose a path and make a decision as to what's going to give you the best outcome. Is it this person? Is it this love interest? Or is it everyone else? You're weighing it up. What's more important here? How will you find that balance? Spirit wants, what the guidance I'm actually getting from you is that take your time. Take your time with this. Let things let it breathe. Give it a lot of space to see how others are coming in. Let them choose their angle, right? So then you can observe, and from observing, make that best decision for yourself. I feel that you taking a back step or taking the back seat to allow this to unfold and to allow for this flow is something that goes against yourself and your need to, protect your environment. But it is going to allow things to manifest quicker, to unfold quicker by releasing that control and making that decision that's going to allow you to close out this cycle. Wow, guys, if that reading does resonate and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, just to dig a little bit deeper into this love interest and that particular union, because I feel that there's a lot of external influences that are really hindering its process. It's overshadowing, right? So if that's something you'd like to explore a little bit further, my contact details are in the description box below. Thank you. Bye.